All right, folks. Today we're gonna have a bit of a shorter video. I'm gonna talk to you about some real important things that I think you need. One is going to be the Ring doorbell or any type of video recording doorbell, per se. I like to use the Ring because I find it to be uh, more connected. Once I have Ring, I can connect stuff like my Nest and my Ring and all of that into one application. So it's all just intertwined, interconnected. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about having a electric keypad. That is also very important. I know some folks like to use old school keys or whatnot, but man, I tell you, it's gonna be a lot of headache doing it that way. Before we get started, I like to first say, like I always say, folks, go ahead and let me move this out of the way. But again, visit my website. There you can see properties or whatnot, and you can find my contact information. If you're looking for a realtor in the South Florida area, I'm here to help you out, folks. Also, you need a property manager. You can also find property manager information there. This is actually the website that you see now. Go ahead, folks, like these videos. If you're finding things and you find them very useful, go ahead and let me know. Also, if there's something that I did not mention that you'd like to hear about, go ahead and put it in the comments so I can know what to work on, or leave a question and I'll be able to answer that for you as well. All right. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. All right. All right. First thing we're going to look at here is getting this out of the way, and we'll look at the door locks. The door lock I like to use is called Sledge. The reason why I use Sledge here is really just the door knobs, but here I'll go ahead and go into the electric locks. What I specifically use are the Wi-Fi electric locks because again, it lets me control it from afar. I can actually unlock the door from afar. So if there's any kind of issues with the codes or whatnot from my phone, I can actually unlock the door. I can change the codes, which is very important, right? So if you get these static ones, sometimes you're only allowed to put up to like 4 or 5 of them. And over the years, those things would get stale, or, you would have to go in there and reset it yourself. And you might have forgotten the master code and whatnot. So I find these electric locks to be a lot better because, again, from my phone, I could unlock it. From my phone, I could change codes. What I do is whatever the person's last 4 digits of their phone numbers. That's typically the code I like to use. Now, they also come with keys, so you can actually use those keys and give them to probably your property manager, and they will be the person who can help unlock the door in case something happens. As you can see, there are different kinds. There's some with the door levers and the code as well. You can get the combo packs. You can get just the deadbolt there. Again, it just depends on which ones you want. Again, like I mentioned, what I like to use is the Wi-Fi enabled. The Wi-Fi enabled allows me to actually unlock and do different things from afar. Yes, it's a bit more, but folks, trust me when I say it's an investment that you will not regret. Not having it, you will regret it. I just from experiences, I find this to help you a lot. You want to make your job a lot easier running these Airbnbs. All right. So again, the one with the Wi-Fi, like I said, let me show you here just so you can um you know Wi-Fi enabled. All right. These are the ones. And within those, you got different finishes. Whatever matches the house is up to you. All right. The other item I'm gonna talk about here quickly is of course the Ring doorbell. Again, folks, the Ring doorbell is clutch. All right. For me, it helps me control what's going in and out of the home. If people are bringing pets and not telling me, I'll go back and charge them for those pets. It's clearly written in the rules. So when people break the rules, I have my Ring doorbell photos or the videos that I can share with Airbnb in case I need to dispute. I mean, I'll reach out to the customer first with the pictures, but if they don't want to comply, then yes, I'll go straight to Airbnb with that issue. All right. It helps you understand what's going on in the neighborhood. I typically put one in the front door and I put one in the back facing down at the door entryway. So all I can really see is people coming in and out. You really can't have a camera facing the backyard because people like to do things in private in the backyard. So the back camera is facing down. I can see what's going in and out of the house. And please make sure you're not recording in the house. That is also illegal. So there are different options. This one right here, the bestseller, is typically the one that I use. It has a motion detector, of course. People can ring the doorbell and they'll start recording. I do sign up for a plan that allows you to record. So when you first get the ring doorbell, they will give you a trial time in which it will record for you and do all that. But after about a month, you need to go in there and pay. I think it is the 99. Oh, well, actually, that's the doorbell, but then you do have to pay for a service subscription fee so that you can get recording. And there are different types depending on what you want. I typically go with the basics, just show me recording and live pictures and whatnot. One thing I like to do with this sometimes for longer term folks, again, one of the things when it comes to Airbnb or any type of short term property, folks are not too comfortable, right? Again, this I compared this in earlier videos to like tour, not tour, I'm sorry, to was that service that picks you up in a car, Uber, right? In the beginning, people didn't want to jump in an Uber because they didn't feel safe doing so. And I feel like Airbnb is kind of going through the same thing when it comes to homes compared to hotels. But when you do have things like this, it helps people feel safer. You can record. And like I mentioned, one thing that I'll do is depending if someone's staying for over a month, I'll give them access to the video. You can actually set it up to give them access for the length of their stay. So if they're there for 2 months, you can put on there for the 2 months period. They can see when people are knocking on the door. They can see when they're away. It just gives them a peace of mind. All right. So that's just something that I like to use myself. So again, like I mentioned, this is a shorter video. This is just me trying to give you some tips on how you can better improve these type of items. Just going back to the home, like I mentioned earlier, with the lock, it also helps with easy check-in, right? People sometimes come into your properties real late at night, and if they just got a code, it's easier for them to do that versus looking for a lockbox or even you showing up to actually open doors or a property manager opening doors. So lockbox makes things easier. You can send them that message a few hours before they check in. So yeah, I advise to do that. And yeah, so hopefully this helps you out. If you have any comments or anything, leave some below. Thank you for your time, folks.